The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising. Today on Sac&Co, the biggest performers on four wheels are roaring into Sleep Train Arena. Monster Jam monster trucks are ready to rev things up, and we have tickets for fans to see the action for free. Tune in for details today on Sac&Co.
Hello and welcome to Sac&Co. I'm your host Melissa Paul, and it is Friday, and that means today is your last chance to win prizes to some really big giveaways. But first though, we are giving away secrets to achieve a nice healthier diet without sacrificing the taste, because well, we all know we love our food, right? California Bountiful is embarking on some brand new adventures in culinary delights. This unique show embraces the farm to fork movement right here in our area and finding out where our food comes from and exactly how it is all cooked. We have Tracy Sellers. She is the host of California Bountiful, and she is a great friend of Sac&Co. We love her. She's here right now to tell us all about the new season, some new recipes, and how eating healthier with locally grown produce is definitely the way to go. So hi, Tracy.
Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you.
I gotta say, I was like, oh, I like that show. What is that show she's talking about?
That
I would
sounds
watch that show.
Fantastic. Wait a minute, it's my show. No.
Right. Oh, good. Okay, good.
So help our viewers though who may not be as familiar with California Bountiful. Tell them what is it all about.
Love California Bountiful. So California Bountiful is a weekly show, half hour, and I like to say it's kind of a journey through California food, basically, without ever having to leave your house. I do the traveling for you. So we go to restaurants, farms, ranches, wineries, all kinds of different stories within a half-hour show. And we show you how to cook with the cauliflower, cook with kale, cook with whatever is locally grown. We have some great chefs. We have a nutritionist who's on the show who actually gave me part of this idea for what I'm cooking today.
Great.
A little bit of an idea, but it's great. We have something for everybody. You know, agriculture is huge here in California.
Yes.
We're the leading agricultural state for 50 years plus and counting. And so we just want to introduce you to some of the folks that are growing all the food that we cook with.
Yeah, we're the bread basket, and you kind of show us how to enjoy the cornucopia of where we live.
Oh, cornucopia, big word.
Yes,
the thank you. Word. I like that.
Mark that off my list today. I worked it in. But tell our viewers, where can they see this? Where do they watch California Bountiful?
News 10 every Sunday at 4:30 p.m., so right before the news.
Yes.
And then for our early birds, Saturday mornings at 5:30 a.m., bright and early if you want an encore presentation.
Well, you can also plan your day ahead. Get some recipe ideas from you.
Good idea.
And then figure out what you're going to have for lunch or dinner.
That's what we're thinking with that 4:30 time slot too, right? As you're making dinner and you're watching the news, we maybe give you a few ideas.
Get inspired with Tracy.
We are.
And you're going to inspire us right now because you are making something.
Yes, we are working with cauliflower today. You know, cauliflower is the new kale. That's what they're calling it.
Oh,
Did you know
really?
that?
Because kale's very popular.
Yeah, and they're in the same family, so it makes sense. But it's great. We love cauliflower. We have a couple of different kinds here. We have the purple, the yellow, the white. They're all good for you. They're all great for you. So I made a couple of things.
Okay.
I have to show this. I was so proud. I did a little Snoopy dance in my kitchen when I made these for the first time because these were so good. They're tots. They're cauliflower tots.
Can I try one?
Please do.
Okay, yes, thank you.
I warmed them up for you, and then I thought maybe, you know, your daughters might like them.
Oh, Abby would love this.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good way to get some veggies in the diet.
Ooh.
Right? It has cheese in it, so when in doubt, you know, you can tell your kids
this is dish of cauliflower?
Yes, right? Amazing, amazing. Because, so I didn't bring the food processor, but this is cauliflower right here. You just put it in the food processor.
Oh, wow.
And doesn't that look like rice?
Yeah.
It looks like rice.
So you reduce the cauliflower down into something that you can kind of make palatable into little tots.
You could use that. You can make this into a pizza crust.
What are you making with it right now?
So we're going to make fried rice, actually.
Really good.
So I have a little garlic in here, some peas. You can use whatever veggies you like. I just did this because this is typically what I have in my fried rice. A little carrots. I have a little egg. Little protein, you could add whatever protein you like, shrimp, chicken, whatever you like. Okay. Little water chestnuts, and then you just mix it all in, and then you put your fake rice, AKA cauliflower, in.
Wow.
Look at this, is this
crazy? Who knew?
This is cauliflower.
That's awesome.
And look at that.
And Tracy, I love this because, as you mentioned, it's a great way to kind of sneak in those veggies with kids. I mean, as a parent,
adults.
Or adults.
Right,
my husband, aka, he's not really big on eating the veggies, but I might be able to do that with this.
I like that we threw him under the bus already.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Throw him under the bus. Yeah.
So this is obviously a recipe you can get from watching California Bountiful.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else that's coming up on the show that you want to talk about?
Oh my goodness, so many great things. But one of my favorite things coming up is we did a story a couple years ago on coffee. So that's coming up. You'll see cauliflower coming up on the show. Lots of different recipes for that. So if you like cauliflower, this could be the show for you, let me tell you.
All right.
We have that coming up. We have next week, we have something coming up, food, or like a farm trail, basically, is what it is up in Chico. So if you like food and wine and different things, which I think you might.
Yes, yeah, I'll
then you can take a trek up there. But yeah, we have some great stuff, and always new recipes. Every week we try and give you a few new recipes just so you can take those home with you and try them out at home. And it's a lot of fun. We try and educate you and entertain you a little bit too.
And you do. And today you're feeding me, so thank you.
What more
so happy about that. Where do our viewers go so they can get this recipe and they can enjoy this at home too?
Absolutely. CaliforniaBountiful.com, and we have some great social media outlets on there too. Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. And so you can find those all on there and get some behind the scenes photos of our travels.
We can see all your shenanigans if you're out there.
So you've seen.
Tracy, as you can tell, is a lot of fun. So you definitely want to check out those pictures.
Oh, thanks,
all right.
my friends.
Thank you so much,
good
Tracy.
To see you.
And seriously, these are delicious. I like that. I cannot wait to try your little kind of cauliflower fried rice. That's what I'll call it. Right? Okay. All right, everyone. Well, planning the biggest day of a bride's life is easier than you think. From cake to catering, we are actually going to have the bridal showcase. They're here, and it has it all. We have a preview of exactly what to expect coming up.
This segment paid for by the California Farm Bureau.
Oh, your face. Oh, I thought she was going to be on the right.
I think she turned it on.
I thought she was going to be on the right. She's going to be on this side. Yeah, but I'm going to move your box over a little bit. Okay. Sit down for a second.
Oh,
you guys to be
the flowers? Are we still doing the flowers up here?
Flowers? I don't know if the flowers will work. They're going to block Tara's face.
Oh.
That's all right.
Okay. This is signage. We already know who you are. We can put them here. Is this something here for a reason? I just don't want to block your face.
This one, we could, why don't we put this?
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Well, all this week, Sac&Co has been giving viewers a chance to win beautiful titanium wedding band set each day, courtesy of JVL Jewelry and the Bridal Showcase. Today is the last day to enter to win. Winners will receive a gift card to redeem a titanium wedding band set at the JVL Jewelry website, which is jvljewelry.com, and the value of that prize is $720. Each winner will have to pay a $25 shipping fee, but that's all for that gorgeous titanium wedding band set. To enter to win, just log on to our Facebook page at facebook.com sac&co.com/Sacramento and Company. Click the sweepstakes tab at the top of the page and then fill out the entry form with the information that is requested. Winners must be 18 years or older in order to win, and you must also be able to pick up your gift cards right here at the station. There's a limit of 1 winner per household, and the final winner will be chosen at 2 p.m. today. So that's your cutoff. So 2 p.m. and you will be notified by a Sac&Co producer. So good luck to you. Congratulations to all of our winners so far, and keep your fingers crossed that you too will be walking away with a wedding band, or wedding band set, that is. The wedding band giveaway is just one way that the Bridal Showcase is helping newlyweds get prepared for the big day. The Bridal Showcase will be hosting hundreds of vendors to meet every blushing bride's needs, and 2 of those vendors are joining us right now. Here to share more from this year's Bridal Showcase, we have Tara Newharth, an event coordinator with the Grand Island Mansion, and along with that we have catering captain with Raina's Catering. We have Johnny Guneben Hayes. Did I say it right?
Yes. Exactly.
Yay! Okay, all right. So we're going to start with Tara. Tara, tell me about the Grand Island Mansion. Why is it such a great go-to destination for a wedding?
Well, the mansion was built in 1917. It's an Italian Renaissance style villa, 58 rooms, 24,000 square feet, beautiful Italian statuary gardens. It was built facing the river, beautifully maintained, beautifully decorated, and it's a great place for weddings because it's a gorgeous backdrop for your wedding day photos. There's nothing that can touch it, in my opinion. It's just beautiful.
That sounds absolutely fantastic.
It's pretty cool.
Wow, okay, so tell me about some of the amenities that you have there for weddings.
Well, your facility rental would include tables, chairs, white linens, glassware, china, silverware, brides and grooms' dressing rooms, pretty much the run of the house. It's just amazing.
That sounds extremely romantic.
It is.
And what about receptions? Can you have a reception there too?
You sure can. There's plenty of space for receptions. We accommodate anywhere from 50 up to 450 guests. Multiple dining rooms, ballroom, courtyard, 4,000 square foot marquee. It's an experience.
Can I renew my vows?
You sure can.
That is gorgeous.
You sure can. I'll give you a business card before I leave.
Okay, thank you. And obviously, in addition to this gorgeous backdrop, you need to have the right food. So we have Johnny with us with Raina's Catering. So Raina, tell me, what are some things that a bride should really look for when hiring a caterer?
Okay. Well, I think one of the most important things is you want to hire a caterer that has experience. We've been in business for over 30 years, and we work with a lot of venues. Being an off-site caterer, we can work with a lot of wineries, community centers, parks and recs. We work with a lot of churches at their halls, so we have that experience. And then one other thing is that you need to work with a caterer that cares and really listens, because we really want to make your day special and stress-free as possible. So with the experience that we have, we can do that.
Oh, that's fantastic. And you brought some wonderful food here today. So let's talk about what you brought.
Okay, yes. We do a lot of great appetizers. What we have here is meatballs in a creamy dill sauce. And then this, of course, is melon, prosciutto wrapped melon. And of course, that is gluten-free. And then we have baby new potatoes with herb cream cheese, one of our signature dishes. And this is baked brie, and that's always a popular one.
One of my favorites.
And these are fun. These are mini meatloaves with mashed potatoes, and that's a neat trend. People like little bites to eat. And then here we have the little caprese here on the sticks here for appetizer. And then a salmon canopy. And then we have a roulade over here. This is asparagus wrapped with cream cheese and roast beef. And then we have Valentine's Day coming, so we actually have chocolate dipped strawberries that we actually have at our weddings, and we'll be having specials here in February for that.
Yes, and that is a very romantic dish right there
great.
with the chocolate and the strawberries. Absolutely delicious. Goes really well with champagne, right? When you're celebrating.
Yes,
okay.
wonderful.
And what are some of the latest trends, though, when it comes to catering?
Well, one of the things I wanted to point out here, we have a picture here of our lemonade stand, wooden lemonade stand. Shabby chic and vintage is still in, and so we have, Raina's has a lot of burlap, we have the mason mugs and all of that, and you're able to use that at your wedding. Another thing is some of the colors. We have coral and mint, the color that we have here, that's a big color, and so we own all of our linens and tablecloths, china and silverware. So that's one of the things with us. All of that is inclusive.
Oh,
so
wow.
we don't charge you extra for pouring the toast or for cutting the cake. And so that's another thing when you're doing working with a caterer, to find out what
Get
the
down to the
costs are.
detail.
And then the last thing for trends, I think, is gluten-free. That's we talked about that. A lot of people want gluten-free items, and we do gluten-free pasta and all of that. And we also do
so you have a very
vegan and
customized menu if
vegetarian.
needed. That's
Yes.
fantastic. And let's talk about the bridal showcase, because that's coming up. What can people expect when they attend?
Well, that's this Sunday, the 18th, and it's at CalExpo from 10 to 5. And there's, besides the Grand Island Mansion and Reina's, there's a lot of different caterers, all kinds of vendors. There's DJs, florists, all kinds of
photographers, videographers,
florists.
Specialty vendors.
Everything you can imagine that you would
Everything
need for a
under the
wedding.
sun.
It's kind of a one-stop shop
Yes.
to kind of figure out and plan your day, right?
Yes, and if you go to the website, Bridal Showcase of Sacramento, there's actually a coupon there too, and it gives all the information of what's happening. It's 10 to 5 at CalExpo.
Great, and use that coupon because you'll save a little bit of money, right? And put it towards the wedding. Yay! All right, you guys, thank you so much. Well, coming up, you can win the chance to experience the roar of Monster engines, and that is at this year's Monster Jam. We have the cue to call and win just right after the break. Stick around.
This segment was paid for by Bridal Showcase.
Perfect. Just feel free to look at me. I mean, if you feel like you want to address the camera, you can, but you don't have to. It's our job to be shabby. We'll make you look good.
Okay, great.
Sleep Train believes all children should feel safe and warm at bedtime, but for California foster children spending their first nights in a new foster home, nighttime can be really lonely and difficult. The good news is, though, we can all help. Something as simple as a warm and colorful pair of new pajamas can make a big difference in the life of a foster child, helping them feel cared for and also comfortable as they transition into a new home. Bring your donation of new pajamas and packaged underwear and socks to a Sleep Train location near you and help make bedtime a little cozier for foster children in need. Or you can also donate online today, and the shopping will be done on your behalf. News 10 Esquire IMAX Theater and Schools Financial Credit Union honors one teacher every month who is making a difference in the lives of our students. News 10's Dina Kupfer has this month's honoree for Teacher of the Month, though. Take a look.
I get to work with the students all day, and I get to look at them, explore photography concepts, and show the world how they see it.
Sutter Middle School photography teacher Paula Turner helps her students see beyond the lens.
She just teaches you how to see life in a better way.
Her 7th and 8th graders describe her as being dedicated to her work.
You can still focus it,
but also very focused on her students.
I just love her. She's very talkative, and she helps people with issues, any types of issues.
We're so open, and you can say anything and you won't be judged. I think she understands what it's like to be an 8th grader.
For many students, middle school is tough, a time often plagued by bullying as many kids are adjusting to their teenage years. Miss Turner sees photography as a bright light for her students.
I think it's really important at this age that students have an outlet for them to express themselves. Does anyone want to give compliments, comments, feedback?
Miss Turner started out as a language arts and history teacher, and this is just her first year of teaching photography, but it's something she's always been passionate about.
So whenever you find a spot that you want to focus on,
now she is sharing that passion for capturing life's colorful moments with her attentive students.
They share with me, I share with them, and we learn a lot together.
And that teaching style is clearly resonating with her students.
I think she takes personal interest into every single one of her kids.
And with that, present her with a check for $1,000.
Yeah. And that's why Miss Turner is News 10's Teacher of the Month.
And a big congratulations to Miss Turner, and thank you for your dedication to our youth. Now, if you know a teacher who deserves to be nominated for News 10's Teacher of the Month, just log on to news10.net, click the Features tab at the top of the page, and select Teacher of the Month, and then do your submission completely online. You know, learning is important at any age, and learning a new language can help enhance other aspects of our lives too. Here to share the benefits of learning a new language and how families can attend a free Spanish language event for kids this weekend is owner of Casa de Español. We have Maria Harrington. Welcome to Sac&Co.
Thank you so much.
I think this is great. You know, learning a second language I think is so important, but help our viewers understand, why is it so important to take on that challenge to learn a second language?
Well, learning a new language is great for any age. For kids, it's amazing for cognitive skills. A lot of people think that it might set them back if they start kids at a young age learning another language, but on the contrary, when they're learning a new language, it's developing all these different skills within their brains. And so it not only helps them being able to communicate in a second language, but it also helps their math and literature skills as well, with reading comprehension, etc. Also, for adults, it's awesome, not only because you're able to learn another language, but then you're also able to converse and have a great thing on your resume.
Yes.
38 million people in the United States speak Spanish as their primary language. And usually, on average, people make about 7,000 more a year if they're bilingual. So why wouldn't you want that on your resume? It's an awesome thing.
Yeah, it definitely broadens your opportunities, right?
Exactly.
And I mean, when I think of learning a second language, though, I think of kind of the traditional route, which is usually tapes and books. But why is that not necessarily the best way to go about to really learn how to speak properly in a second language?
Well, as a teacher, I've had a lot of students who have started out that way, and it's a great basis.
Okay.
But the problem is that they get frustrated because there's no way to ask a question. When you're in a classroom, you have that interactive movement with not only a teacher, but also other students. You also need to be able to practice the conversation. If you're learning a new language, you have to speak. Exactly. And so listening and writing is important. Doing things online are great complementary things that you can do, but really being in a classroom, having that opportunity to ask a question to teachers and also interacting is just really, really important.
And you kind of already hinted to this, the importance of learning a second language at a really young age. I know some schools are starting to implement that, which is fantastic, but not all schools are. So encourage some of our parents out there. Why is it so important that they start learning at such a young age? Can you kind of hit that one more time?
Definitely. Yeah. And so when kids learn at a really young age, obviously it makes it easier for them, and they're more able to become fluent, right? Because at a young age, you're starting to just develop all those language skills of being able to hear different sounds and things like that. And a lot of parents say, oh, well, I'm going to wait until maybe they're 5 or 6 and they really develop themselves with their first language. Yeah. No, you shouldn't wait.
Oh, really? Even that early?
I've known a lot of parents who start, there's preschools or things like that, that they start with their nannies this from very, very young age, and kids adapt. It's like you don't need necessarily to wait for them to learn how to take their first steps if they haven't said their first word. All those things come together, and language is the same way. Kids learn. That's part of who they are. They grow up and they're curious and they just learn.
Yeah, they're little sponges,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
So introduce it now when they're in that process currently.
Yeah.
And when we get older, though, is it true? Because I've heard rumors that it's harder to learn a second language. Is that true?
There's reasons why it's harder. When you're younger, you just absorb everything, like you said. We're sponges. When you get older, there's just so many things going on in your life to be able to really immerse yourself and dedicate yourself like a child does, where you just learn because it's being.
They're not worrying about the dishes and work.
Exactly.
Their job is to learn.
So anything at a younger age is a lot easier, right? Your muscles are just forming, and so it's easier.
Yeah.
However, there's never a time where you shouldn't start learning a language. As you get older, it's a little bit more difficult, but there's a lot of studies that prove that it actually helps you with dementia and preventing dementia and Alzheimer's when you're older. And so definitely, as an adult, as a kid,
it's always a good time to learn
retiree,
a second language. Yeah.
Always.
And there's an opportunity for our viewers to kind of start that process because you have a free event coming up. Tell us about that.
Yes, and so we have a kids demo that's going to happen at Casa de Español on this Saturday. It's from 11 to 12. It's free. We do different games and things so that parents see that the way to involve a child in learning a language isn't just repetition and monotonous, boring tasks, but really engaging and fun and dynamic. So that way, it's not a task for their kids. It's actually fun to come to Spanish. And so we'll be doing that this Saturday, as I said, from 11 to 12 at Casa de Español, and we're located on J Street.
Okay, so on J Street? Yes. And that's, you said 11 to 10?
11 to 10, yes.
Okay.
And we're at 2115 J Street here in Sacramento.
Wonderful. And then you can also go to casadeespanol.org, I imagine, for a little more information.
Yes.
Also find out some more stuff about your school. Really quick, how did your school start?
Actually, my husband and I started it 3 years ago. The idea was there wasn't really anything available for kids through adults, and that idea of not having to go to a school and have 30 kids in the class. And so we really center around individualized small classes from kids all the way to adults. We don't have tons of exams that you have to take.
Yeah.
It's recreational for you to be able to learn Spanish.
It's a fun atmosphere so you can submerge yourself in a second language and learn it right.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Maria. I really appreciate you coming on here.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, we've been talking about it. We've been doing giveaways all week long, and finally today is the last chance to win tickets to experience the biggest and loudest trucks to hit the dirt at Sleep Train Arena, and it's happening right now. So Monster Jam roars into Sacramento on January 24th and 25th with shows at 2 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. at Sleep Train Arena. Tickets are available now at monsterjam.com, but only Sac&Co has a chance for you to win those tickets for absolutely free. That's our favorite word. We love to give you stuff. So be the first caller to our giveaway line, 916-321-3236, and you will win a family 4-pack of tickets to see Monster Jam live. That's on Sunday, January 25th at 2. You must be 18 years or older in order to win, and you must also be able to pick up your tickets right here at the station. One winner per household, please, and wait until a producer has contacted you before picking up your prize. I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated in our giveaway this week, and also make sure to tune in next week for more giveaways right here on Sac&Co. As you know, it's what we love to do. We love to bring value home and give you some free stuff, right? Okay, everyone, have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you back here on Monday at 11:30 right here on Sac&Co. You take care. Bye-bye.